So are we getting a rock from here, or?
If we can find one, but
Okay.
not looking great.
Do you think this one at the middle is good? No?
A sponge right there.
Yeah, the cruiser gorge on the right.
Try something in here?
You can try. Little wiggle test. The one right to the left of the sort of heart-shaped one in the middle. The one with the face on it. And then the one off to the right.
Hey, nice. First try.
You like it?
Yeah, go for it. Oh, here we go.
You have to turn off bio and turn on starboard rail, please.
Right.
Sorry, no. Bucket off. There we go. Thanks. My bad.
What depth were our other two rock samples?
I have to check that later.
Yeah. There you go. Ooh,
Nice.
slam dunk.
Is that it, the one?
Unless you find something right here, we can throw in the same bin if it's a small guy without moving. Oops. Oh, I think that'll fit in the same.
Yeah, it's not that big.
Okay, chuck it in the same bin then. Same location.
You sure? I will.
Oh, well,
Sorry.
you're getting ahead of the game here.
save your game before you do that. Otherwise, you got to restart the level. I'm not sure it's going to fit in the same bin. I think it's going to stick out.
I bet it does.
I think it'll go
Ooh,
in
what are you
there.
wagering?
One rock.
So is it going to be 2 sample or 1 sample?
If it goes in the same bin, it's gonna be the same sample.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fine. We're we're trying to do depth stratified rocks here. So the
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Oh, perfect.
no, it's
It's just got to be turned.
the oblong end is
Turn it 90.
obbed the wrong way.
Obbed.
Wait, which way we need to go? I need to go.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah. Yep.
whoa.
Whoa. Back a little bit.
Now I think you want to rotate your wrist right or something to get it in the diagonal. There you go.
Oh,
It's in the hole.
All right. Well done.
All right, now we're done.
What's our depth here?
846.
Thank you.
$20 meg on the ground. That is awesome.
Keep moving.
Yep.
Praise, this is nav.
That's a big fat sponge there on the left. It's like a sponge mat. Like
Another step, please.
that whole thing there on the left, a sponge laying down.
Oh,
that
is that
stuff?
one?
Is that whole thing? It
huh?
doesn't look like anything else there, like all buried. Zoom in on that. What's going on?
Zoom in.
What is that?
You mean the thing past the sponge?
Well, there's a sponge in the foreground. What? Yeah, but what is that thing in the?
A leaf or something from
It's
shore?
weird. I don't know what that is.
Want to go flip it over?
Is it a rock? What is that?
Funeral pyre?
It's really quite big, isn't it?
Well, it's all around here, so I don't know what. What is that?
Say we poke it. Think it's soft or hard?
I have no idea. Because if it's a rock, it would be manganese, and it's not.
Doesn't it look like a
Huh?
husk of a tree
Oh,
or something?
You see the ciliate worm flopping around in the Herc camera too, out there.
I think it might be a
Yeah.
bone.
See that worm?
Yeah.
That was cool. Give it a poke.
Let me give you a little wider perspective.
What is that thing?
Oh, it's crunchy. Is that
No,
a
it's-
sponge?
Ooh.
It is a dead sponge or something. Okay, well, that was weird.
Huh.
Alright, well, I don't know what that is then. Zoom out, see if you find that worm again.
Yeah, well, it looks like there's dead sponge bits all
All
over
over
here.
the place, yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like sponge bath mat.
Pull wide.
Okay, moving on. Is that a thing? Bath mat sponge?
Now it is.
Good.
I have to wait a little longer for the depth of the previous samples. They're not in the system yet. You asked for the depth.
Oh,
of
yeah, I'm sorry. Right. What do you mean they're not in the system yet?
I can't see them yet.
You don't have them. You don't handwrite them on the sample sheet anymore. I remember we
Not
used to
anymore,
do that.
no.
Yeah, okay. Now it happens magically.
Mm-hmm. It's
Look,
just
there's
a
another
magic.
big slab
Yeah,
of
exactly. It's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Let's go up and find the live ones.
Was that all one big sponge?
I mean, if
then?
that, I was wondering if that was a giant contiguous sponge. That would have been a heck of a sponge.
Maybe
Yeah.
that was one of those
5,000
10,000 years
year
old.
old.
Sponges. The one on the right looks like one of those mattress topper egg foam things. Like that's huh, weird.
So on Hercules, we have bio boxes, Niskin bottles, and slurp jars, right? Those are kind of our 3 sample storing
Wanna zoom in on that, Ed?
abilities.
Yeah.
We have a temperature probe too.
Temperature.
Oh, that's a
probe.
cool
guy under
sponge. That's
here.
a,
Ooh.
what is that? That's one of those frilly looking sponges.
The FTD sponge.
So what do we need bio-wise? Anything on this? You want to do representative stuff?
Representative stuff.
But
I
all
think.
the invertebrate stuff, right? People wanted invertebrates
Yeah. For the DNA barcoding.
for the DNA stuff.
yeah.
So do we want to try a
I
What?
know we slurped this before, but not from this place, so
Yeah.
we can't.
You want to try it?
What
Tell
are we
me-
doing?
Let's slurp that, a little guy off of there.
Okay.
Oh, you mean the skull lobster?
What?
The lobster in there?
The sponge.
The sponge. Okay.
Yeah, slurp the, like a bit of
Yeah.
the sponge.
There's something swimming on the right side of the screen too.
And just tell me what you want, what you really, really want. We'll get it.
Oh. My kid just went to see the Spice Girls in London.
What?
What?
Yeah.
That is a bucket list item
Oh.
She
for
had
sure.
such a fun time. She went the next night as well.
Can we see the slurp chambers?
Yeah, so that's same bucket port, I think it is, Alyssa, is that right?
Nope.
Nope. What was I missing? Bucket and starboard,
I always say that to Marion when she walks up with this thing. I know she's going to ask me something. So.
Does she know Spice
no,
Girls?
No.
She's too young for that.
No, Stephanie just laughs, but then Marion has no idea why we're laughing at her, which is great.
What's this? Zuma Zig Za?
Zig a zig. Ah.
Thank you.
But
Oh yes.
we just need a small piece, Bob. Not the whole thing.
No, it's going to be a super slurp. It's going to suck the sponge and that rock right up the tube.
And then get stuck for
And
the
then
rest
get
of the
stuck.
day.
It's short and ethanol.
Do you want jar 1?
Yes, please.
This should be 1.
Hey, Ed, you want to give me some zoomers?
Yep, coming in. I can't see your marks on the slurp.
See a flush in the background, so I think
Yeah.
this is 1. Ready for some slurp?
Do it.
I see some swirl.
Yeah, that's
55.
more.
Oh, there you go.
Told you.
Forward bio.
It's going to suck the whole. It's like a. Oop.
And I see a lot of swirl. There
There we go.
There we go.
Sample collected.
All right, so maybe kill that chamber before we blend it to death, and then switch to flush and do the hose shake.
Boop. Move it on out.
Oh, there's a lobster in there too.
Squat.
Squat lobster.
So you want me to flush out with the slurp?
Yeah, so I'll go to the flush chamber and then
Yep.
fire it up again and do the hose shake to clean it out. Oh, barnstorming.
That wasn't me. That was our Auto XY taking us for a little ride.
Yeah, it probably doesn't like this terrain.
I think I just see a piece coming to the flush.
Okay. All right, then moving on. Man, there's tons of this big sponge mat junk on the bottom, all everywhere.
I think the sponge is from the family Feridae.
What, the one we just got, or the
Yeah.
sponge mat?
The one we just got.
Yeah, those bath mats are everywhere, aren't they? Sponge bath mats.
Well, that's interesting.
Maybe this is raining down from up above.
That's what I'm wondering, if it's just, we're going to hit Sponge Wall City.
Yeah.
Ooh, I hope so.
I mean, there's a bunch of them with that same, that kind of Dr. Seuss vase morphology. And then there's the bath mat, mattress topper morphology.
Are those the scientific descriptors?
Yes.
Dr. Seuss and bath mat. So on my understanding is the bio boxes are,
Bridge, this is not.
you can sort of reconfigure them depending on the dive, right? The sizes.
We dive with 6 on starboard a lot.
Another step, please.
6. Right now we have 5?
Another 6 over there.
Oh, there's 6?
This is our sort of
Jay,
most,
you want to zoom in?
yeah,
Coming
this is our
in.
most generic configuration, sort of.
Okay.
If
And
some
then-
other groups come on, they have lots, they have very specific sampling requests.
And
You
we have 2 forward.
reorganize the boxes. We have extra push core racks. Some people are core crazy, so you replace the front box with a core rack, or you put cores in the front of the front box, or you can reconfigure things. Some people bring their own boxes that if they're super concerned about temperature.
Oh,
If you're doing a lot of detailed genetic work, you really don't want things to get warm. So our boxes are made of plastic, which have a low thermal coefficient. But some people even bring insulators for the boxes. So when the water comes up, it's cold. Especially if you're going to do any live stuff. If you're going to actually take the corals and try and transfer them to an aquarium and keep them alive.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You want to avoid temperature shocks.
Yeah.
It's interesting because the vehicle comes up and you put your hand in that water, it's cold.
Mhm.
It's chilly. It's in the 40s.
Come on.
That's cool. That's a Chrysogogia.
Yes.
Yeah. Look at me, all spongy.
Yeah.
I know.
Hey, check it out.
That's the baby's breath.
Yeah. The bouquet filler.
And who are these guys? These aren't cup corals. These are just, are they cup corals? On the right, like the small guys.
Yeah, they look like cup corals.
Ooh. He's going for depth of field action.
Yeah, check it.
It's killing it today.
That's cool. All right.
And that's
Carry
a
Moving
squat
on.
lobster in the background, probably.
Ooh, what is that? Straight ahead, there's a red thing on a rock. What is that? Right above the Chrysogorgia.
Zoom in, Ed.
What is that?
Shrimp.
Shrimp.
Just a
That's
big
a
old
big
shrimp? That's a
shrimp.
big shrimp.
Shrimp.
Okay. What's the oxygen doing here? Steady. Also, these plots aren't long enough, so if we had a depth scattered oxygen plot, that would be better. Because right here, you lose your history in 10 minutes or whatever it is. That's not enough to...
Ed, you say your daughter went to a Spice Girls concert?
Yeah, and
Do they still give
London.
concerts?
yeah, they just did a reunion tour
Yeah, they
where
just
it was all
reunited.
in
Oh.
kind of Western Europe. Like I'm not following them around, but every city we went to, they seem to have just been there. So Edinburgh,
Not like you're
Dublin.
stalking them.
Yeah, likely story.
We timed our arrival in London to meet up with our daughter after the concert. So
You seem to know a lot about the Spice Girls.
I've seen my lifetime allotment of Spice Girls
I don't know,
concerts,
Ed.
and that is one.
You knew the song, so.
Kristen said she sat in a section with women from Australia and Israel and South Africa.
Wow.
Well, London was their hometown, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are they doing a U.S.
Bridge, this
tour?
is now another step, please.
Kristen and her friend Michelle have been on this pop music, almost like gag thing lately. They went and saw Justin Bieber at Madison Square Garden, and I think like one of the boy bands somewhere else.
There's talk that they may be extending their
Yeah, do it again.
reunion to
or
the
do a
U.S.
world thing.
Yeah.
That's on your list then. You guys are pretty close in age.
Yep.
2 or 3 years apart.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
But
yeah.
She'll be 31 in a couple the 11th, a week.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Yeah, I think my parents can recite the Spice Girls songs as well as I can, just because
We've
by
heard it so
proxy.
much,
Yeah.
By proximity,
Yeah.
osmosis.
Yeah. Oh, well, y'all are saints. Parents are saints.
What about, I have to think of the name of that band.
Bridge, this is now another step, please. Thank you.
Can we zoom in on that sponge?
Yeah, I'm
On the
trying to get
left?
over there.
Yeah, on the left.
Oh, that's an
It's like
interesting
there's
one.
some stuff on it.
Zoom in, Ed.
Yeah, coming in. Holding there.
We've seen this before.
Yeah.
Oh, we saw one of those before.
Yeah. But I don't
Sort
know
of
what
like the other one, but it's a
yeah.
little different.
Yeah.
You want to get a piece of that one? I don't think we got a piece of this before, though.
Is that are those orange shell?
I think
Oh.
these are anemones growing on a sponge.
What's the red bits?
The anemone.
Really?
Or coral. I don't know. Oh. What
No.
are the...
And then there's this parachute thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's at the end of those? Argus.
I don't know, but the red bits seem to be pretty entwined with the sponge. I don't know what.
Those
Yeah.
Oh,
dandelions?
is this going to be another one of those dandelions, the
Yeah.
spawniforms?
Ooh.
Well, okay.
maybe.
Do you want any bit of the sponge or no?
Mm.
No. All right. So you can blast off and zoom in on that dandelion thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
where the heck is
way
it?
up there somewhere.
That's going to be
I
No.
think they...
Hanging out in space.
where it's.
Oh no, maybe that's them
I
retracting.
think that's them
Yeah, that's them.
on the sponge. Could that
Yeah,
be?
it's those guys.
Oh yeah, it is
Yeah.
those guys. That's the,
Huh.
that is goofy.
So the orange is.
It's like a mini version of the other thing we saw, the harp
Oh,
shaped,
right.
right? It's like a
Cool. Can you tap?
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay, I could see that. And then those yellow bits, are those anemones or
Yeah, they
polyps?
look like yeah. I
little
don't know.
tiny anemones.
It looks
Banana.
like anemones.
Wow, that's a really cool shot.
Phenomenal. But
Mana,
yeah,
mana.
but yeah, but I
Anemone.
don't know what the. That's goofy
Anemones.
looking.
Nice.
Looks like there's a sponge off.
Yeah, I was
to the
gonna say
left
Argus cam.
Oh, yeah, big one.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a cool shot. It's hard to get it all. If you see the filaments, the sponge is
Like
kind of hot.
musical notations paper.
Are they ctenophores or that we decided those harp-shaped?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
there's one being retracted in right there, bottom of the screen. Like spaghetti.
All right.
Beautiful.
Yeah, shimmy over. Look at that sponge. If someone is not interested,
Shimmy,
in
shimmy,
this.
shimmy.
Shimmy to the left.
Do the hustle.
If you're having a good time.
How many Spice Girl puns can we get in here? Or throwbacks?
There you go. That's a big old sponge.
Whoa, that is a big one.
I think there's bigger ones up higher. I think we're going to run into Sponge City at the top of something. Or some watches.
I hope it's ours.
That's a big guy.
And a
Looks
fishy.
old.
There's a fish hanging out.
Wow.
Yeah, that's hard to
Zoom in,
image.
Ed.
What am I looking at? Fish or sponge?
Sponge. Fish is going to be tough. All right.
I think snails on them.
Yeah,
Little
a little
snails.
bit, tiny bit. And there's one of those little shredded wheat sponges on the back there.
Is that another technical term?
Wish we could do one of those dye studies where you put the dye in the bottom.
Yeah, it's cool. They move a lot of water.
So if you do that, do you see how much water the sponge is moving through it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what do they suck in water down sort of at the base and then push it out through the top or vice versa? How do they feed?
I'm not 100% sure which way the water goes. It's in the top or out the top, but when they do these, they have done these dye experiments. A long needle, they push dye into it, and then they inject the bit. You can see it moving around. And for the life of me, I can't remember. I think I've even seen the videos, but for the life of me, I can't remember which way it went.
They have a little.
Must be
Big
like
hermit
100
crab over
associates in there.
Yeah.
Baby shrimp.
Baby shrimp. Oh gosh.
There's a million.
Oh, I do it every time.
She's triggered.
All right, moving on.
Coming out. I think it's bright.
Wow, yeah.
No, it's not.
Oops, something floating.
Bridge, this is now another step, please.
All right, this. Should we do a transect at some point here, maybe?
We can. Fish and benthic?
Yeah, I guess so. So we want to do that, Bob. Maybe we'll bang out one of these transects. 'Cause it doesn't look like there's anything super scary in Argus, so it'd be a good way to. Maybe we
here?
could. Yeah, so give me a second to set up, but maybe also you could.
What altitude?
Say 4.
Okay.
But also maybe you could back up under her. That way we don't have to move. You get a bunch of motion done before having to move with the ship. You know what I mean? So come under Argus so we get a kind of a lead in.
Not sure what's going on here. See how we're bopping all over the place? We're in auto XY.
Huh.
That's very odd.
Reset maybe? Is that you? No, Auto XY is not that.
You're like rocketing off there in Auto XY?
The gain's okay. Not sure what's going on there. We got 4 good beams.
Doppler looks good.
We're bouncing.
Yeah, it's going nuts bag here. You want to reset position just for giggles?
Okay. Resetting now.
Is that your new survey name?
Yeah,
Very
we'll
good.
use that one.
Good. Yeah, look at it go. Woo.
Flying.
You haven't started yet though, have you?
Something's very, very amiss.
Could we put those photos in the quad again, or the different images? Remember what I'm talking about?
Nope.
The photos that Herc is taking right now,
Oh, yeah.
please.
Yeah,
Is it
hold on.
actually shooting? I think we're still setting up.
We're setting up,
Okay.
but I gotta do something
So
first.
do
yeah.
we dare reset software?
Oh, the
Oh,
Hercules?
yeah.
Oh,
What?
you mean just quit it and restart it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Put it and restart it. What could go wrong?
All right. What's the worst thing that could possibly happen?
Do you
I
wanna,
guess so.
Who's
You
gonna
should
do it? Bring
trade-
it up on a monitor here.
Yeah.
You need to switch your down there to Hercules.
Switch your KVM to the Hercules. There you go. You were in the right place. Bottom. Nope, down here. Choose a monitor.
So soon there'll be a new
And
idea in a
then,
second. I got
maybe
my phone.
your
I'm
on
fooling with
left,
something
put it on
here real
I
Herc.
quick.
could probably just
Okay.
do it. You know, I could do it touch wise.
And then
I'll just
you
do
can
it.
do it from there too.
I can just gonna do it. Here we go.
Poof.
You changed your heading?
Huh?
Your heading changed.
My heading change?
Yes.
What are you talking? We were driving 225.
What?
Oh, I think the restart turned auto heading off, so I think it wandered.
Okay, we're gonna see what happens here again. So I would recommend we restart the nav software.
Yeah, I don't know what.
I mean, it's going bonkers.
Yeah,
here,
just
so-
I guess so. We gotta fix that, right?
Is that on the Hercules or is that?
No, I think that's nav. I think that something's amiss with nav. You know, the Doppler inputs come from the navigation.
See, they haven't put the dead one because it's always bouncing. But let's do that. And
What are we doing?
I will do another reset.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna.
That's
help.
not gonna work. That's just shifting around an origin. Yeah.
I think it's sending over bogus.
Okay, let's try this reset because I have changed this one. So
Yeah, what?
can I reset it now? Or?
Yeah. Wait.
Oh.
What were we using for?
In here,
Yeah.
they haven't changed it. They haven't got a solid bottom, or say it's
Oh well,
changed.
that's why we're.
Yes.
That's why we're bunking all over the place.
So now I got it back to the dead track. And that's why it's now resetted.
Oh wait a second. What did you do?
He was
What?
using the USBL position.
Previously, they didn't change it to the dead track because
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, that explains. Because I've been running some software back here, and Herc has been bopping
yeah,
around.
now I've changed
and
it back.
That to make it okay.
There you go.
No, no, okay. That makes one because I've been running that real-time visualization stuff back here, and it hasn't been working right. And that explains that too. All right.
Yeah, that's what was wrong.
All right. Well.
Mo better?
Mo better.
Ship it?
Ship it.
Okay, so hold on. Let me get my act together now with
Where
the
were we?
cameras. Yeah, sorry. Let me get my act together with the cameras here. I got caught in some camera stupidness I gotta fix.
Are you plugged into any of those HDMI cables back there, Chris?
Oh, I'm running on CamAC for now.
Oh, okay, cool.
So,
Thanks. That's easy.
Yeah, because I.
Let's see. Sub bottom. I'll put it there. PC2, CamAC
Not much
1.
to look at here, though.
Yeah, it's. I'm just thinking we're gonna probably run into something to look at, but hedging my bets, but. Actually, you could back up and we can try and get that sponge area back there. If Alyssa spins around, you can go backwards and then a little further.
So, Bob, any word from Max on the vehicle recovery?
Have not. Right, where's the sponge?
Should be off. Should be to the left when you go back. There's a big fish.
Nice big fish. Is that a shark?
No,
No.
I missed
No.
it.
It's right in front of you.
Baby shark?
You don't even know what they're
Give
talking.
fly along.
You don't even know what they're talking about, really. I'll just throw that out there and then see what happens.
Before we go home, I'm going to get a doot out of her.
Never. I refuse.
I don't see the sponge.
I thought it would be back here on the left somewhere.
I've come back a little bit
hold on.
further.
Alyssa, if you spun around, you might be able to help. You can. Where the heck is it? Is it on the edge of this rock? I think we're getting close.
Warmer.
Maybe we should
To the
ask
left.
August to turn around and we. That
Right
one.
there. There you go.
Yeah.
I thought we were getting close.
So we're gonna start here.
Yeah, so let's start here and then just pick a heading that you can get 100 meters out of.
You wanna go like 180? We're almost there.
I
You
don't know.
don't care.
Whatever. I don't really care. Whatever. Just so we don't track off of. immediately, make a,
We'll stick with our 225.
225.
yeah, whatever, just the
How
ship
far
was,
do you want to go?
we'll
About-
try 100, I guess.
225. And then, let's see, we want 4 meters up?
Yep, try 4, and then, actually, I'll generate yet another survey ID here. So, hold on a second.
Okay.
Stop. Generate. Yes. Okay. Just say when.
Seconds.
If we start 4 and we go ahead, though, we're going to run into the sponge. If we start down here. You know what I'm saying? This kind of steep wall right here. Yeah.
4.5. I guess it is steeper than I thought, isn't it? All right. Well, how about you manually fly it up over here slowly, and then start when on the top there.
Okay.
All right. So I'm taking pictures now. So just go for it.
Starting.
Yep. That's the ID there.
Okay. We're going 100.
Yep.
100 is the number. And speed was 0.2.
Yep.
And 60% joy gain. Like that. And is this a good position to start from, or you want to scoot which one way or the other?
This will be fine, I think.
Yeah?
I think so.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, was the angle on the camera okay?
Yeah, that's good, I think.
Is there?
Maybe a tad up, just so we see what's coming. There you go.
Okay, ready?
Yep, sure, go for it.
Here we go.
Oh, button. The button wasn't pushed.
Psych.
The button.
Yeah, the button.
The mutton button. Controls the angle of the dangle.
All right, so we are doing a video transect, right?
Yes.
Cool.
And let me take a look at PC2. They're gorgeous and streamable.
Sweet. So this is about a 100-meter long video transect. So the goal here is to be able to get a survey of what life is down here and what the terrain looks like without sort of those innate human biases that we have, right? When we're seeing something shiny and interesting and we zoom in on it rather than looking at this sort of bigger picture landscape or seascape. So in that satellite feed 3, you'll see, if you're in the quad view, you'll see those photos being taken in real time, both in color and in black and white. And then those photos, as well if you're looking from the Argus cam, you can see sort of that strobe light from Herc happening. So that's actually taking the photos. And then all together that will come together and in Chris's lab can potentially create a 3D model photomosaic reconstruction of the seafloor down here. It's pretty cool. So a 100-meter transect takes about 15 minutes or so, is that right? 15, 20?
15 minutes probably.
15.
Yeah.
And then are these, how many photos end up being captured altogether?
One every 3 seconds, so 20 times 15, about 600.
Okay.
Yep.
So next
I do
slide,
struggle with basic counting.
I'm glad you did
Press
it, not
this
me.
nav.
K-
Another step,
K2 is
please.
going to run this and sit a nav watch or be hybrid
Sorry, was that?
on the next leg. K2
Yeah, I
is
think he has
gonna-
to. I think he is sitting an nav watch.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason I'm out. I'm just trying to muck around with the system to get it ready for
Get
to
it,
go.
yeah. Yeah, we're all multitasking next leg.
So this dive launched at around 6:30 or so, local time, 18:30, and I believe we'll be going for about 10 hours or so. So it's not the last dive; it is probably the second to last dive. So we'll pick up tomorrow morning local time and head back to Bailulu and do another dive
Yes, we are
there
moving.
at the hydrothermal vent site and get a closer look at what was happening. Take a few more samples, I imagine, some temperature reads.
Bridge, this is Nav. Another step, please.
And it is true that that will be our last dive, and after that we are going dark for 2 weeks. Couple weeks, week or two.
Oh, there's one little fish. We have a pen here. Out of
You want a pen?
My little eye spied that fish.
How old are your kids, Chris?
10 and 12.
Oh, cool.
You're gonna have to pause.
Yeah.
Pausing.
All right, I'll pause this. Okay, survey.
Do we stop or pause?
Pause.
Stop pause?
Stop pause.
Stop pause.
They didn't give me one of their fancy survey sheets. I'm gonna wing this.
Oh, are we waiting for the ship?
Yep.
Bridge, this is Nav. Another step, please.
Waiting for the ship.
I'll have to come up a little bit too. Looks like it gets a little steep up here.
You can start now.
Looks like it gets a little steep just past you.
Right, ready to go?
Okay, here we go.
Alrighty. Okay.
Oh,
What is that?
A sponge?
yikes.
What are we yikesing?
I don't think that was SPL. I think it was just me listening to that headset.
To my headset?
Yeah.
I got it too.
No,
I
it was
got
SPL.
Must have been you then.
Just,
Bridge,
This
this
thing
is Nav.
was-
Another step, please.
just pinching my brain. I had to move.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
are not very comfortable.
It's funny how you can tolerate it for a while, but then you just hit this point where it's like,
Yeah.
oh man, this thing hurts.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden, yeah,
Yeah.
something.
Kablam.
You can't wear earrings with it either.
Yeah, no, such a bummer.
There's a big sponge over there in Argus.
Yeah.
Ooh. Peat sponge.
Bridge this is nav. Another step, please.
I'm gonna go over this lump of a thing. What is this? Looks like a big shredded wheat sponge.
Looks like another dead sponge.
Yeah, like that mat. So we have to keep the video at the same frame as well, right? During these video
Yeah.
contacts?
Sort of helps later. There's a fish off to the right. See him?
I don't see him.
Bridge this is
Low
nav.
rider.
Another step, please.
I spy with my little eye.
Something sedimenty.
What's this white patch on this rock coming up? Is that fish?
Where?
Right in the middle of the screen. Right there.
Oh.
The big thing that's not a rock. Or an octopus.
It's kind of,
Oh.
interesting colors.
Looks kind of like blobbish,
Yeah,
like blobfish,
it looks
blob
like a
sculpin,
fish.
but I know it's not.
Kind of an anglerfish, maybe?
Maybe, yeah. Could be an anglerfish. That's often what octopus
Bridge,
look
this
like.
is
They
nav.
have that
Another
sort of
step, please.
purpley,
They do
Yeah.
sometimes.
purpley dark color.
Chordate,
Oh, is it a cordate fish?
pretty sure.
No, it's a purple one.
What is it? It's
This is just getting worse. No, it's a purple one.
No.
corded fish, is that what you said?
Oh,
Chordate.
chordate.
Does it have a backbone?
C-H-O-R-D-A-T-E.
Chordate fish.
Yeah, don't even
Like
do
the
fish,
spinal
just
cord?
do chordate.
Oh, chordate.
That's about as good as I am at fish ID.
Well, you got it's a phylum, right?
Wait. Oh yeah, there you go.
Or they're in the same phylum as sea squirts. Sea squirts are pretty cute.
Sea spiders are super awesome, but we haven't seen any yet.
How far have we gone there? ROV we got 40,
Zoom
40,
out some.
40 to go.
Monkfish.
So we started here.
Monkfish, that's what they
A
call them.
monkfish?
Monkfish.
Right.
Oh,
I guess the angler is also a monkfish.
Yeah. Monkfish.
Uh,
Bridge
the
this is nav.
low
Another
f-
step, please.
Lophius.
you think that was a monkfish?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Cool.
I'm thinking of hagfish. Hagfish are the ones that are a bucket of slime.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
super
Oh, yeah.
slimy.
Yeah.
Have you ever been poke pulling?
I know an ROV pilot who almost can't be in the control van when we're looking at hagfish.
What? Like he's just disgusted by them?
Yeah.
Yes. Stephanie had to go on some project where they went to Gloucester and they actually do fish and catch hagfish, and
Ugh.
they had to take some buckets up there, and there's someone where she works looking at hagfish
So much slime.
proteins, and so they got stuck in, like, they just had buckets of slime they had to deal with, and hagfish just
You see when that truck?
Yes, I was just gonna say that.
Go ahead. I
No,
didn't
no,
mean to
you say
scoop
it.
you. No, you're the journalist. I'm sure you wrote 399 words about that.
I actually didn't cover this one, but I was just looking it up to figure out where it was
There's a
before I
sponge
started
England?
talking
Right
about it.
there.
Yeah, it was in 2017. So there was like a truck that was transporting a bunch of
Canada, maybe?
hagfish.
Yeah. Canada?
And for whatever reason, this truck tipped over, got in an accident, and the entire it's Highway 101, so it was in California.
I thought it was Oregon.
I guess it could be in Oregon too.
Why were they transporting hagfish?
There's actually a big industry for hagfish.
For what? With their slime?
I believe their skin makes for like a really good
This is
leather,
another
like
step.
for
Nice.
wallets and shoes and belts and stuff. And I think it's typically sent to Asian markets.
Okay.
Oh, here you go. Now we're talking sponge.
Ooh. Yeah, so if you Google it, there's just it is Oregon. Nice call. It's incredible the amount of slime that literally shut down Highway 101.
It can get pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do they pick up slime?
I don't know. Maybe like you use dish soap?
Salt.
Fire hoses?
But it's the slime is something like hydrophilic. It just keeps absorbing water and making more.
Ugh.
Well, there's a sponge. Now we're talking.
Whoa,
Now
that's
we're
a
in
big one.
sponge land.
Now that's a sponge.
That is a sponge.
Bridge, this is another step, please.
Climb inside that.
What are all these? Are these sponge
Old
bases?
sponges. Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
Maybe that's what we were seeing earlier then too, huh?
Yeah, but it was covering such a large area.
Yeah.
Well, the sponge base has that's what that shredded wheat kind of stuff
Yeah.
is. It's sort of the fibrous hold fast of a sponge. And then the top bit is the sponge part of the sponge.
That's a cool sponge.
Sponge part of the sponge.
There's another one to the right too.
There's a fish there, a purple fish sitting on that sponge base.
Oh yeah.
Can't see.
Oh, I guess the U.S. Navy also likes hagfish slime.
Yeah, I don't know what that's what Stephanie was doing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they were studying the protein. I can't remember what the heck the reason was now. But
It says the Navy is interested in them to recreate the fibrous threads for bulletproof vests, which is really interesting. Also used for firefighting, diving, protection, anti-shark spray. Hey, we were just talking about that the other day.
yes, you just spray yourself and become a giant ball of slime.
Bridge, this is another step,
And then
please.
you think I'd rather be eaten by the shark.
Swipe right.
Yeah, so okay,
Yes, please.
when it's combined with seawater, the slime can expand to 10,000 times the volume
it
it
just keeps
started
sucking
at.
up water and becoming this goop.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever protein's in there, it just
And when they're threatened,
absorbs
they make
water
more.
like crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna
Oh.
have to pause again.
Okay.
The ship is moving anyhow.
Have we covered the ground yet?
We got 16 meters left, according to.
Well, I had to reset it, right, when we
Oh, yeah,
paused.
right, okay.
So I think,
I don't know what you reset it to then.
I just stepped another 100.
Oh, so then we're
So we're
definitely
done.
good. Yeah.
We're done.
Okay. Ending.
Yep. Stop. There's an FBT survey.
Lots of sponges down here.